Hello again, it's Graham Cox from Moody Views, and today we're going to put some really simple autumn trees into this picture. I've just done a very simple sky and dragged my white across the tooth of the Lana paper just to give me a little sparkle, and I'm going to go in now and put some very simple distant trees into this area. So I'm using the additional 36, and I'm just going to rub some of that colour onto my fingertip and just work that around lightly into the distance there, just to create some shapes back in the mist. And as these trees are coming across to the left, they're getting a little bit darker, they're getting a bit nearer to us, and they're getting a little bit darker, so I'm just adding more colour, reloading the colour onto my fingertip. And I want to bring a nice dark one down across there, so it now looks like these trees are behind these slightly nearer ones. Slight change of colour, I'm going to go to the darker brown, load some of that on my fingertip just to give a slight change of colour into here. I want these trees to be appearing out of some bushes as well, so I'm just going to pop a little bit of colour down into the base here. Okay, so around the tops of the trees we've got all the fine twigs. I'm going to do exactly the same. I've got a little bit of colour on my fingertip. I'm just sort of smudging it around the outside of the canopy. Do the same on this one here. Just work the colour in. And we can bring the branches up into that area. I'm going to go to the black pencil. You can use a charcoal or you could use a black pastel, and bring the trunk up. These trunks are rarely smooth, so I'm actually doing that in like little circles. And we just take these branches now out. Notice how I twist the pencil. As we go, that gives us a much more natural looking branch. You don't control the way the pencil goes if you give that little twist. We'll bring one out down across here. Maybe one going down into there. Then we've got this second tree here. And then we've got this lovely little spur of land as well. It's just coming out across here. Just put a hint of colour onto those some of those bushes in there. Back to my dark brown again. I'm going to smudge using a colour shaper. Change your colour into there. few little touches. Let the paper, the tooth of the paper, just pick up the colour. So what I've got there is a flat edge of pastel. Clean it off on the tape, nice and clean, and just pop it onto the tooth of the paper. Give it a fraction of movement. Let the tooth of the paper just pick up a little bit of the colour. Again, a little bit of dark just on the water's edge there where the ground is wet. There we have a very simple little scene, all done with the fingers, just creating some foliage and some distant trees by blending and smudging and working the colour into the sky which has been blended previously. And almost done. We'll just touch and drag that down to create a bit of a reflection. And we might see a hint of reflection from the tree trunks as well, so we'll pop a little bit of that into there and just give that a smudge down, and maybe a few simple birds, and we're done. So hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. I'm Graham Cox and this is Moody Views in Pastel.